2K Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Round one of the Ace Championship is about to begin. It looks like a great day out there. Hi, everyone. I'm Andrew Catalan, joined by Rich Beam and Luke Elvey. Down on the course, walking with the feature group is Henny Koyak. John McCarthy is with us as well. Rich, it's a huge day for our featured player. This is their first taste of the PGA Tour. Think back to your first time on tour. What were you thinking on the first tee?
I was trying not to think about anything because every fiber in my body was racing 1,000 miles per hour. It was overwhelming. It was exciting. It was nerves. It was, I think, every emotion that you can possibly have going through your body at one moment in time was there. But at the end of the day, you're here. You're playing on the PGA Tour. There's nothing better.
This one appears to be fairway bound. Second shot here on the first. Six feet to the hole. The putt goes in, and it's an opening hole birdie.
Making birdie in the first always puts you in a good frame of mood. It'll be fun to watch the round progress.
Our featured player continues to look good out there, currently in first place. Let's take a look at the par 5 second.
Yeah, you miss those bunkers on the right-hand side and put yourself in good position down the fairway. Now you got a decision to make. Do I go for it or do I bail out to the left-hand side and give myself a really good opportunity to get it up and down? This green can be really difficult to find. It's got a lot of undulation to it and a lot of water. However, you get the second shot right, and all of a sudden that third shot becomes a lot easier, and birdies are easy to come by.
That's the type of swing you want to take with you every time out.
Club up. I like this play.
Staring down a very long putt here. Okay, that was a tough ask. This putt left for birdie. And he improves his score to 2 under par for the event. Teeing off here on the third.
It doesn't have a lot of length to it, but it's also a green that's not super deep. You do have the bunker in the front, but anytime you miss it long and or left, you got a really difficult pitch shot as that green tilts from back to front. But still, it's a pretty straightforward par 3. Not too much danger to it.
Those are the shots you practice at the range over and over, and boy, does it pay off here. Henny, how tough will this putt be?
This is such a tough read. It looks straight all the way, and then it will right.
Way too much on that one. 8 feet remain.
Who doesn't love a par putt?
That was close. That's a bogey on the scorecard and will give the rest of the field a little bit of hope. Here's a look at the leaderboard, and he is tied for the lead. And now teeing off on a par 4.
Almost every player in the field will be going for this green. Where do you hit it? Front right part of the green is the perfect target Missing it to the left in the bunker or long and right. That is not good.
Now from the green side bunker. Big opportunity here, a putt for birdie. Henny is greenside.
Yeah, guys, he's looking at around 17 feet.
Looking good.
Bogey birdie, that's the way you turn things around. Here's a look at how things stand. It's a one-shot lead.
The fifth at TPC Boston is a clever par 4, but you have to be mindful of the length of your tee shot.
You do. He's got a little bit of a run out here at the very end, but most players won't have to worry about it, just the long players. And from there, second shot goes to a green that sits a little bit from right to left on you. There's a little small collection area in the middle of the green on the left-hand side that we'll see a lot of golf balls end up at.
This shot coming from around the 150-yard marker. Chosen the pitching wedge here. And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. And he's down there. You got a read?
This is a big old left-to-righter.
This is one of those lengthy putts. Good one just to get close. Oh, that's well judged. He had the right speed there. Easy 2-putt. This putt was about 8 feet. And that was a bogey by our leader, so the rest of the field feeling a little opportunity here to close the gap. And he's holding steady in first place after that one. The sixth, the TPC Boston, another par 4 as well, and position off the tee critical.
The bunkers down the right-hand side, only a 3-wood to get to those, but you take out the driver, all of a sudden that water down the left-hand side lurks. From there, you have a green that sits above you just a slight bit. Water still comes into play, especially when they put that pin front left.
And this shot from about 150 yards out.
Pretty good wind back into the player's face.
Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance. Well, this will be a bonus. Right on 17 feet from here. Ooh. A par putt on the table. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
There's a slope here, and it's going to go right to left on the slope.
Well, that'll maintain the momentum. Nice par putt.
Putting early on has been less than stellar, but that one, that's more like it.
Now leading by 1 shot. The par 5 7th at TPC Boston just provides you with so many options and challenges.
This is a big hitter's delight right here. They can take those bunkers down the left out of play, and they can carry these fairway bunkers easily. And from here, it actually chases forward from the fairway downhill a little bit to a long, narrow green. Again, for the big hitters, this is easily reachable. For the shorter hitters, you got to have a plan.
Time to step into the bunker now. All right, safely out of the bunker, and now a chance to make a putt. A birdie putt awaits. That's a fighting effort. Hit it in strife, but managed to make a good score regardless.
Well, that was a fantastic effort getting it up and down out of that bunker for the birdie.
No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player.
Over to number 8, it's a par 3.
For a long par 3, you've got to figure out how to hit something high and soft to hold this green. For whatever reason, this green decides to repel golf balls instead of accept them in. I think it's made out of Gore-Tex because there is nothing soft about this green. This is one of the most difficult ones on the golf course.
Those are the shots you practice over and over at the range. Needs this putt to save par. And after that hole, still in front on the leaderboard. We've reached the closing hole of the opening 9. It's a par 4.
This is a really cool tee shot here. Take it out to the right hand side. You leave yourself with a longer second shot, but it's a better angle. But you take it down the left hand side, maybe carry those bunkers. Now you've got a shortish club. In front of this green, though, everything will run onto the green. So a pin up front, you don't necessarily want to land it on the green as much as you do want to leave it just short of it.
Going with pitching wedge here. Not super tight, but a makeable putt. 13 feet to the cup. Henny, how tricky is this one?
This putt's going to break to the right.
That nearly went in for birdie. Okay, the putt goes in. Time for the next hole. Here's a quick look at how things stand. It's a 3-shot advantage for our leader. Here's a look at the leaderboard at the end of round 1, and he finds himself in first place.
Not bad whatsoever, but still just the opening day. Lots of golf left to play. However, it does give you a little boost of confidence going forward, knowing that right now you're at the top of your form, your game is good, and you're in a good space.
2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is thrilled to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. It's time to find out who will be the victor at the Ace Championship. Andrew Catalan here, pleased to have you back with us. And Rich, the final round is underway. Our featured player is in first place.
Any lead is a great lead, and this player has been head and shoulders above the rest of the field. Hopefully another really good day of golf ahead of us.
Let's go out to the first hole. As of now, it doesn't look like anyone will catch him in this final round. Let's pick up the action. Not a bad result right there. Second shot here at 1. That's a pretty good shot right there. Okay, John, what do you see with this putt?
And this putt should go left to right here.
Putt is underway.
Getting hot early. Nothing like it, Rich.
Ooh, hot start indeed. A lot of holes to go.
Taking a look at the leaderboard, he's got the lead. Here's a look at the par 5 second.
Players want to take out any club, driver, 3 wood, whatever it takes to miss the bunkers down the right hand side in order to give them the best opportunity to knock it on in 2. However, danger lurks everywhere around this green, so players playing cautiously might want to consider laying up. Birdie 4s are always a good score in this hole, and you're never disappointed with a 5.
Oh, yep, this is left.
What happened there? All right, that one's wet. Time to get another ball out. Look how high that grass is. He really played that one well out of the rough. Not a bad shot right there. This is a tricky putt.
An important par save.
Oh, almost. 12 feet remain.
So far, so good.
Moving on to the next. As we move things along, he slides back to 4 under par for the tournament. Stepping on to the par 3 third.
A split green here. It is difficult to make birdie twos, but par threes should be had.
Now that is nowhere near the hole location, but at least the putter can come out of the bag.
There's a long way, but I tell you what, I've seen it happen before, so there's a chance.
Henny, tell us about this putt.
Honestly, guys, I stopped counting at 40 feet. This is way out.
Let's see if the player can manage a par. Henny, your green side. What do you see in this putt?
Just a smidgen to the right, this one.
Well done to get that one to go in. And after that hole, our featured player is in first place. On the tee on the 4th hole.
Par 4 measuring 298 yards. Will the players give it a go or not? Let's find out.
Setting up in the green side rough. Six feet to the cup.
This is such a great opportunity for birdie.
A short one left for par. As we head to the next hole, our featured player is ahead by 8 shots.
Time to take a look at what this par 4 might be in order.
Dog legs from right to left. The big danger here is the green. 3 different tiers on this green. Find the correct one. You'll have a birdie opportunity. Miss it, and it's going to be a difficult 2-putt. That dog will hunt.
Well, this is what you call an underdog. But the PGA Tour, we've seen plenty of those underdogs get up and win. Do you think this player's got what it takes?
The PGA Tour is full of underdogs that can flat out play, Luke. This is just another one of those scenarios. This player is someone to watch.
Always nice to have a birdie putt.
And an outside chance here.
That one's got some intent.
Looking magnificent.
Oh, so close. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Sitting now at 4 under for the event. The 6th is a par 4.
Yeah, bunkers on the right-hand side come into play with a 3-wood, water on the left with the driver. Second shot to a green that sits below you just a little bit. And that front left pin, ooh, that is a good one.
That'll work there. Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
And from about 105 yards,
Oh, this one's right down the pipe. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Always nice when you can just go ahead and tap one in for birdie. And after that, he sits at 5 under par. And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round.
We make our way to the par 5 7th hole.
For those that find the fairway, missing that fairway bunker in the middle layup zone wise, not a problem. If you hit in the rough, uh-oh, we got issues now. Put yourself in position for your third with a good third shot. You can control the spin to a green that sits up above you just slightly. Still a wonderful birdie opportunity, even if you can't reach it in two.
Here's the third shot. That's another green in regulation.
It's amazing to see how good this player is in full flow.
The putt goes in and the lead continues to grow.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
After that hole, he still has the top spot on the leaderboard. We've made our way to a par 3.
Par 3 and a diabolical green, to say the least. The left-hand side sits much higher than the right-hand side, and the green is usually very firm. A tough ask.
That's a missed green.
Not too sure what happened there. That's a very uncharacteristic mistake.
And this putt has a length of 8 feet. Things are still looking good for our featured player in first place on the leaderboard. The tee shot at number 9.
This is a really good driving hole. Only the longest in the game are to carry the bunkers down the left-hand side. Hit it out to the right-hand side. You leave yourself a little bit longer second shot than maybe you'd like, but this is a very inviting green. This is a really good birdie opportunity to finish off the front 9.
I've got about 160 yards to the hole here. This is a 9-iron on the way. Okay, nothing spectacular, but safe. This putt here to get to 7 under par. All right, John, which way is this putt going to go?
Well, Andrew, it's going to go uphill and to the left. Let's see what happens.
4 feet remains.
this is important. Big par putt here.
Our featured player likes the way the leaderboard is shaking out, currently in first place. Look at that drive. He got all of it. This shot from about 110 yards away. On the green, that's always mission number one. All right, a 20-footer. Well, this one starts off looking good. It's looking really good. A good result there, as he is now 7 under par.
On the tee of the par 3 11th.
The good thing about this hole is it's long in length, but it's got a massive green that doesn't have a lot of movement. What it does have is from left to right and a little bit from back to front. A generous green on a long par 3. Great design.
Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Setting up this putt 20 feet from the cup.
He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. Ooh. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one. Well, that's providing some hope to the rest of the field as our leader stumbles with a bogey. And just checking back in with the standings, and he continues to lead this tournament. And now on the tee, coming off a bogey, trying to reclaim some momentum.
This fairway does run out there at the very end, but only for the longest hitters in the game. Second shot downhill to a greens protected by a bunker, front right, but a runoff area also on the left-hand side of the green.
Second shot here on the 12th. Come on, sit. Lining this one out from a fairways. And he's down there. You got to read.
A tricky little slider here. Downhill, moving to the left.
So close. And this one is for his par. And that'll see him remain in the same spot on the leaderboard. The 13th hole is a par 4.
A blindish tee shot here for these players. You want to keep it down the left-hand side as best possible. That way it opens up the angle into the green, but you also get a better look at this green that is surrounded, jam-packed by 5 really deep bunkers.
This is his second shot. Well, that's a handy shot. Just putt right on 10 feet. A good one to make. Like the look of this one. Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. And he moves to 8 under now. Still in the lead now after that hole. On the tee now, the par 4 14th hole.
Nothing out there except for fairway, fairway, and more fairway. Tee it high, let it fly, because this hole is long. Second shot will play about a half a club downhill to a green that chases away from you ever so slightly. Be wary of that right hand pin position. That can be mean.
Just off the fairway in the first cut. That won't get a good lie, I'm sure. This would be a great up and down. Oh, I thought that one was going in. And a par putt awaits him. Oh, nice looking putt. Yeah, nothing to sweat over that one. Well hold. And now -7 for the event.
Time for the tee shot at 15.
Yeah, some bunkers on the left-hand side that you got to be mindful of. Driver not necessarily needs to come out of the bag. Just find the fairway. From there, just a short iron, back uphill ever so slightly to a green that's got all kinds of undulations to it. Good opportunity for a birdie.
Our leader is putting on a clinic out there.
Tell you, where he drove this, that's where some players are dreaming of pitching out to.
He's got this putt for birdie. Henny, what do you see in this putt?
From the get-go, this is a big left to right breaker.
So close.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
That putt goes in, and our featured player is at 7 under par with just a few holes left to go.
Seemingly an insurmountable lead with just 4 to play. Gotta like his position.
Out of 16, it's a par 3.
You got water everywhere down the left-hand side, so your eyes are immediately drawn to it. You've got to divert them out to the right-hand side, but don't get clumsy, don't get lackadaisical, and don't miss the screen too far out to the right, because you're going to have a wicked hard chip.
Yeah, this one's going long out the rough.
If this goes in, we'd call it a bomb.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
I like the looks of this.
All right, getting better.
Yes, it goes.
Yeah, let's see this again. Have this one on repeat.
No change atop the leaderboard after that hole. The 17th hole is a par 4.
Just take your tee shot, and if you want to, lay it up down the right-hand side. It's a pretty simple second shot. Big hitters might think about trying to take on the dogleg. No need, though. This green sits down below the second shot, down below the fairway, right in the middle of it. Right in the middle of it, they buried a snowman. The base of a snowman, a big lump right in the middle of it. It's a fantastic feature.
That will definitely work. Sitting at 6 under. Wow, our leader's got it going today. John, give us a read on this putt.
This putt's going to go up the hill, move to the right.
This putt for a birdie.
Starting out to the left. Watch this one, though. It's going to come back.
And just a tap in left for par. No change atop the leaderboard. Our featured player still out in front. Okay, we've reached the final hole of the event. Let's see if he can get this done. Second shot here at 18.
He's coming out of the rough here, and I don't think that's going to be enough.
A critical bunker shot here, and if it drops, he'll win the event. A look at the lie in the greenside rough. How about this for drama? A chip to win the event. And if this chip drops, he'll win the event. And now left with this putt to win the event. All right, Henny is with this group. Henny, what do you see?
This is a 12-footer here.
And there it is. He has just won his first PGA Tour event.
Show me the money. Rags to riches. He wins the big prize. Congratulations.
And Rich, my dad would call that a rocking chair win. There was no doubt about it.
Your dad is a very smart man. That just sit in that chair and just let that chair do the work for you, baby. Love it.
So that will do it for today. For Rich Beam, Luke Elvey, and our entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Andrew Catalan. We'll see you next time.